The Dolphins touchdown. And he will score. Field down the near side, man open. Touchdown. Waddle has got it on the run. And he's gone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown. Pick off. Flying Xavier Howard.
What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason, and we are back here for another one. Man, I'm going to open it up to all you in just a minute because I'm sure all of y'all want to react to this big move. But let's get into it first before we do open it up to you. Let's lay out the facts for everyone. The Miami Dolphins have made a massive blockbuster move. And in that move, guys, these are the exact trade details. The Dolphins are sending a 2023 first round pick, San Fran's, a 2024 fourth round pick, and Chase Edmonds to the Broncos for Bradley Chubb and a 2025 fifth round pick. Denver replenishing its stockpile after the Russell Wilson deal, Tom Pelissero says here. So Chase Edmonds is officially out the door. They've given up on that. Now, I was hearing that, you know, there were people in the building that weren't ready to give up. And now that I'm seeing, now that this has happened, I originally was told today, if you're on Patreon, you knew they were trying to make a player a part of this package, as I originally heard that Ogba was being discussed. And the Broncos wanted nothing to do with Ogba as part of the package, obviously probably because of the money. So Chase Edmonds, David, listen, this is why. I don't care if I was wrong. First of all, Griffin says, F them picks. D-Hug All Day says, just got Jeff Wilson. Let's go Fins. We're going to get into that too. Basically, what happened here, guys, you know why I love this? I'm going to tell you why I love this. They got no problem admitting they were wrong. To me, that's huge. They admitted Edmonds wasn't working. They didn't sit here and waste anyone's time. And, wow, there are some moves going on right now. Calvin Ridley just got traded to the Jaguars. We'll get into we have acquired a running back. We'll get into that in a second here. Actually, I'll just show you guys quickly. Now, since he's out the door, the 49ers are trading Jeff Wilson to Miami. So 2 moves back to back. You know what? The fact they're admitting that they didn't hit with Chase Edmonds, that's okay with me. Don't force it. We were watching you guys force it in game. You guys admitted you made the mistake and you moved on, you cut bait, and you actually made him part of a trade to upgrade your pass rush. So I'm not going to sit here and hate on that. And bringing in Jeff Wilson knows the system. Him and Mostert will be good. Well, a nice 1-2 punch as long as they stay healthy in this system. So this is actually a really good move. And, I don't think our last regime would have made this. I don't think Flores would have made this. And we'll go back. I'll put the trade deal details back up here for you guys so you can see exactly about the big trade here. Guys, what are the Dolphins also telling us? They're in win now mode. They believe they can win right now with this team. That's what they're telling us right now. We can win right now with this team. And Rome Gray is just saying, say his name, and it's Cash motherfucking Greer. All right? This team is going all in right now, and you got to respect it. I mean, they're bringing in a guy in Bradley Chubb. He's only 26 years old. Yes, he's going to have to be extended, But I do think they're going to look at Ogba's money in the offseason. We're actually going to look at it in a second here too. But before we do, and I'm going to open it up to you guys are going to have a chance to come up here and let it be known how y'all feel about it. But this man right now, talking about 26 tackles, 5.5 sacks, and he has 2.5 run stuffs. Right now, he also has 26 pressures. Right now, he has 26 pressures. I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all. That guy's doing it. That guy is doing it and doing it and doing it. Now, Ogba. Why might this Ogba thing be going on? Well, let's go over the cap. We'll show you why it might be going on here. Let's go head on over the cap. We'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. You look at the contract details, guys. 2023. Look at the cut post June. The dead money is $17 million, and you only save $350,000, right? But if you trade him, the dead money converts to only $6 million, and you save $11.35 million. So if you can find a partner, and this is pre-June 1st, if you want to trade him post-June 1st, it goes down even further. It goes down to $2 million dead money, and you save about over $15 million if you trade him. Right? Now, if you cut him post-June 1st, it's not really favorable. Cutting him is not favorable. You got to find a trade partner. Now, can they restructure him? Sure, they can restructure him, and they can save about $9.28 million. But, guys, I don't know if I see them keeping all three of these guys. The watch mister with the $100 bomb. I'm driving home from work, pulled over to say 1, fins up, 2, Phinside the NFL, 4, life, 3, check your pulse. Man, I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. And we'll be live tonight. We got the All-22 breakdown, me and Martin tonight too, in ball game. Guys, this is a huge move. And if you can find a trade partner for Ogba, this team is showing you right now, if you're not performing, we are not waiting around. We're not. Chase Edmonds, mediocre. Gone in the Bradley Chubb trade, and then they turn around and they bring in Jeff Wilson to replace him. Now, do I think they might have had Gaskin or Ahmed in-house that might have been able to fill the role? Sure. But this Bradley Chubb, hey, we're going all in. You're going to have to beat guys like Josh Allen. You're going to have to beat guys that use their legs in the AFC East. And we have now added, put on your Air Jordans, or actually, hold on. Put on your Reebok pumps, pump them up, and start running, kids, because this pass rush is for real now. And I think they were both upgrades. Bradley Chubb is better than Ogba, and you put him and Phillips together, my God. Y'all saw what Ingram was doing in this defense early on in the season, and then he's kind of, flatlined. Ain't going to be no flatline with Bradley Chubb. And then you look on top of this, I think Jeff Wilson's an upgrade over Chase Edmonds in this offense. Jeff Wilson knows this offense really well. Jeff Wilson can produce in this offense. So, I like the moves. What people should be excited for, guys, they're not sitting on their hands. They believe they can win. They believe they can make a run. The people in the building believe. And I told you at 3-0, they were gearing up to be big players. And if they got to 5-3, they're going to be right back at it. And here we are. So, listen. I'm excited. I think these are some great, fantastic moves. I think Bradley Chubb gives us an element to this defense we just didn't have before him. And even Jeff Wilson, he gives us, look at what he's doing after contact. Jeff Wilson right now, guys, he has 92 carries for 468 yards. 265 of those are after contact. He's actually on pace to have his best professional season. You'd have to go back to 2020 to find similar production. He's averaging 5.1 yards per attempt right now. Back in 2020, he was averaging 4.8 yards per attempt, and he actually put up 600 yards on the ground. And he offers you something out of the backfield. The problem with Jeff Wilson has just been about staying healthy. And if he can stay healthy, oh baby, oh baby. And, you know, he's already caught 91 yards out of the backfield on 10 receptions this year. You know, in that 2020 year that I was just talking about, where he put up 600 yards, he also put up 133 receiving. You know, and that was basically being used in a tandem with Raheem Mostert. So I like it, man. I think we've made some strong moves here. Again, I'll bring it back because I see we're almost at 5. Guys, smash that like button, please. Help your boy out with the algorithm. Don't subscribe if you're new. If you'd like to donate, hit that donation. You can donate through the super chat. You can also donate paypal.me/Phinside the NFL. You can also become a member, a channel member, or a Patreon member. I had an update today regarding this situation before it happened. Again, guys, a 2023 first round pick that's going to be in the late 20s. San Fran is they're not losers this year. And a 4th round pick and Chase Edmonds, and we get a 5th round pick back for Bradley Chubb, who's in his prime. The guy's 26 years old and offers an element we just quite frankly do not have right now. And imagine if Byron Jones is going to come back to this defense. Think about that for a second. We don't have Byron Jones back yet. Imagine if Byron comes back. And if he's even, like Todd says, if he's even close to form, Byron Jones, this team is more than ready for a massive push in the playoffs. Rome Gray taking victory laps on Cash Greer. Blowing up on Cash Greer. I'm telling you, man. Absolutely massive day. Aldo says, any good cornerbacks left on the block? I'm sure there's guys who can be had, but I think this team is probably done for the day. They probably think they're just going to continue to get healthy on the back end. Bari got it 110% right. Get Byron a sensu bean. Bari, you ain't lying. You right. James Steele. See, this is the attitude I want to see. Wow, I'm so proud they're going for it. And I like what Nick's saying. Greedy. I'd take greedy all day. Guys, you got to love the fact they're going for it. They're going for it. So, again, if you're coming in here late, 550 of you in the room, guys, first things first, the Dolphins are sending a 2023 first-round pick. Originally, San Francisco was a 2024 round pick, and Chase Edmonds to the Broncos for Bradley Chubb and a 2025 5th-round pick. On top of that, not too long after that fact, guys, they made another move. Jeff Wilson to Miami per source to replace Chase Edmonds as running back 2. I don't know why they don't give Gaskin a chance, but they just refuse to. Is what it is. I'm not going to cry about it. I'll take it. And you didn't see. I can't believe that Calvin Ridley is going to the Atlanta Falcons right now. So that's kind of crazy for me. If you're wondering what we traded for Jeff Wilson, guys, the compensation has been released and updated. We gave a 5th-round pick in 2023 for Jeff Wilson. So there you go. If you didn't see what happened today, also just a quick update for the team. The Miami Dolphins have placed Eichenberg on injured reserve, and they did activate Austin Jackson, off injured reserve, so he's now officially on the 53, and they released Reed Sinnett. So Austin Jackson has been activated. No one has to worry about him going on the IR. Liam Eichenberg is on the IR now officially. And Reed Sinnett was also released from the practice squad today. Man, a lot of roster moves today. A lot of roster moves. We're going to drop the link. I want to open it up. I want to get you guys up here. I want to hear your thoughts on this move because I'm seeing a lot of Chalk Vanilla Straw. No, when I did my update earlier today, or it was either today or yeah. Oh, I did 2 updates. I did one early in the morning because I wasn't able to get it done last night, and then I did one this afternoon. And Gesicki's not getting traded. Gesicki is not getting traded. So do not expect Mike Gesicki to be on the move. So listen, I was, you know, it's you know, what a move. Chase Edmonds, you know, I'm going to sit here and say it. The fact that they just got it done. They didn't sit around, they didn't sit on their hands, they didn't play stubborn. They didn't just say, "Okay, well, we paid that money, he's going to hit." Man, I am absolutely, not only am I shocked, but I am absolutely, like, you got to give him an applause. 8 weeks into the season, realizing, okay, that ain't working out. We got to upgrade it. Man, you got to give props to that. You really do. But drop the link. Come on up. 572 of you in the room. Link is dropped. Come join the show. There is still about 45 minutes left in the trade deadline, about 48 to be exact.
Hi, Carrie. Sorry, I got to go.
James, what's going on, man? And James said, you know what? I got to go. I'm out. So there goes James. Yeah, Calvin Ridley is being traded. Now, David wants O-line, please. Guys, I don't think they're making an O-line move. James, try again. What's going on, buddy?
Here we go, Reason. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, brother. How you doing?
Great. How are you doing?
You know, hey, man, I'm happy, man. I mean, I think this is – I like the aggressiveness. I like the fact that they think, okay, we can win this.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you. I'm 55 years old. I've been watching since Marino. I have never seen them so aggressive at the trade deadline, ever. I'm excited. We're actually going to be talked about and relevant.
Let's hope we can be relevant and talked about from winning from now on.
Yes,
I agree.
now what we have to do is win.
Let me ask you this. What did you think? Because the aggressiveness, I don't think enough people are going to give praise to the actual Jeff Wilson move because obviously it's a smaller move. But what do you think about the fact that they moved Chase Edmonds in one move and then they say, okay, you know what? How do you feel about the whole situation of they don't believe Gaskin's a running back too? So they were aggressive enough to go out and get a running back too, and Jeff Wilson behind Mostert, who is experienced in this offense after what they've seen the experience do for a guy like Mostert in this offense. What do you think about that whole situation?
Well, to tell you the honest truth, I never played running back in high school, but this outside zone must not be the easiest thing to run because not everybody obviously is catching on.
Mm-hmm.
And if they feel like Jeff Wilson can do a better job than Ahmed and Gaskin and anybody else they can pick up off the free agent market, then, you know, let's go with it. Obviously, Chase couldn't get it done, and he's a really smart guy, so it must be instincts.
I agree. And, I mean, you know what's crazy? And I got to give props to, and I know you probably will agree with this with the Brian Flores era. Don't you guys, what's up, Q? Don't you guys get the sense that Brian Flores would have never admitted he was wrong with a player like that and just would have, this would have never happened with Brian Flores. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this would have never, he would have never, ever, I don't think after they gave Ogba that money, I don't think Brian Flores would have okayed this move.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think that's an ego problem Brian had, and so many coaches have, that obviously Mike McDaniel does not have. He's basically 100% real with us. When he says that he's trying to make this team better, he actually goes out and proves it. It's not just lip service. I admire that guy. You know, you called it. you were on the you were on the Mike McDaniel train. You started the train. And I picked up as soon as you said that, I went out and researched him. I said, Reason's onto something. If we get this guy, I didn't know we were going to go to the playoffs right away, but I knew he was a great coach. He was a leader of men, and he was an absolute offensive genius. And we're starting to see that all come true.
He was also a player coach.
Absolutely.
That's one of the most important things.
Everybody from San Francisco sang his praises. Matter of fact, people that worked with him 10 years ago, that wide receiver, I can't remember his name, but he came out and sang his praises from years ago.
Yeah, the one that played for the Browns.
I can't remember his name.
Was it Dwayne? Was it what was his last name? Haskett. Hawkins was his last name. Hawkins.
Yes, that was him.
Yeah,
I'm so impressed by this organization, and that just goes to prove that Chris Grier is an excellent GM. All you people hating on Chris Grier, you better take it back. Just like everybody hating on Tua, you're being proven wrong right in front of your face.
Gary, what's going on? Oh, there goes Gary Q. Let's hear your thoughts on the situation, brother.
Man, Grier said F them picks, bro. He said F them picks. I'm going all in on this team. I believe in Tua. I believe in McDaniel. And I'm going to, bring in the best pieces for them to help them to make, be successful and take this team to, farther than there ever was in the last 20 years.
I think Jim makes a good point. This allows pressure without blitzing.
Exactly. We need some pressure.
Also,
go ahead,
to add on to Jim, it also creates opportunities for the secondary. If your pass rush is clicking, your secondary is going to eat.
And you know
want to hear something? And I think it was in my update earlier. I also heard we checked in on Josh Allen, like from the Jags. From the Jags.
Wow.
That's how much they were looking to upgrade this pass rush. Now,
it is a priority.
The Jags were asking for the conversation was starting with 2 first-round picks.
Yeah,
so they backed off. Kind of like Brian Burns, you know what I mean? Brian Burns, because here's the thing, the Rams and the Titans, after the Rams lost out on Burns, they were in on Bradley Chubb.
Wow.
And that's why we put that first rounder, because guys, if you think about it, we went against the Bill Parcells motto. What's Bill Parcells' motto? Never pay for a player twice, right? He's never pay high draft capital and then have to turn around and pay them. But we're going to have to pay this guy. Guys, they're not giving up. Here's what people need to realize right now. They are not giving up what they gave up today for a half-season rental.
No, they're going to sign him.
Bradley Chubb will be extended in Miami. I'm telling you right now.
Absolutely. And if Agua does not show his contract, he will be moved in the offseason.
Did you see the contract details I showed y'all? Did you see how movable he is? I'll bring it up for you guys. Watch Agba right now, and then we'll get to Jan because I want to hear what Jan has to say. Look at this, okay? If we trade him post June 1st, dude, you save $15.35 million. If you trade him pre-June 1st, you save $11.35 million.
Grier is a freaking genius.
But the thing is, you can't cut him. If you cut him, you have 17 million dead money post June 1st, and you have 21 pre-June 1st. They set it up to trade him. So shout out to whoever's still got a landline. Holla at you. That's awesome. So, dude, they have set this up to move off Agba this offseason via trade. That's exactly what's happened here. Look at this. I'm showing y'all the contract details. It's right in front of your eyes. Look at this right here. This line right here. Yup.
I tell you what, reason this is what I think's going on. This is a master class in how to motivate a player who just got paid.
Yeah.
You want to motivate Agua to stay around Miami? You better put out now.
Listen, can I be honest with you? How do they keep him in Miami now with that cap hit? They're gonna have to give Bradley Chubb like $20 million a year.
You renegotiate. That's what you do. You say, Agba, you want to stay? Well, guess what? You're the third best rusher on this team now.
You save 9.28 million, but that would be I guess because you're not paying Phillips, you know what I mean? A lot of the money, but you're still giving him 15 overall money. Personally, I think they're setting up. I think Ogba might be. Jan, let's get your thoughts, and then we'll go to RD and get his thoughts. Go ahead, Jan.
Oh, thank you, bro. No, just up here sharing my excitement with you guys with this major move we made to fix our defense. Obviously, our offense was clicking, so we needed help in the defense. And I'm just happy that we did this. As excited as I was to see Tua's performance on Sunday, that's the level of excitement I am right now with this move we just made. And I just wanted to come up here and share my excitement with you guys and be here in the best platform there is for Dolphins fan, bro, in this whole community. Yes, sir. Fins up, guys.
100% true.
RD, let's hear your thoughts, buddy. And for those wondering about Jerome Baker, if you really can't cut him pre-June 1st here, I'll show you guys quickly for those wondering, because Jerome Baker is being asked about right now, and then we'll get to URD. So Jerome Baker, if you were to cut him post June 1st, you have 9.7 in dead money. You'd have to trade Jerome. Even trading Jerome, there's really no out unless you trade Jerome post June 1st. Other than that, they're pretty much locked in. Yeah, you could trade him as long as it's post June 1st. You cut him, you get 3.1 million in dead cap, and then you save 8.7. If you trade him post June 1st, it's the same thing. You dead money 3.1 and cap savings 8.7. I think Ogba is the one that makes the more sense. Anyways, RD, go ahead, buddy. Your thoughts on this deal?
Hey, reason long time not been in your show, bro, but I've been following you, man. It is so exciting right now, because don't worry about the contracts, because Jerome is out next year, and then the Ogba contract will fly with us for one more year, and then we can easily move off of that contract, and then the Bradley Chubb contract will pick up, because next year we can just pay him a little bit of money to fit in schematically. I just can't believe that the guys that we're getting since Flo left, everybody's on board with these guys. The fan base, the media, the team. It makes sense, and they produce right away. I'm talking about the big ticket items. I'm not talking about just Cedric Wilson's, the Chase Edmonds. I'm talking about the guys that you really are investing.
The difference makers.
The difference makers, game changers.
Yeah, man, for sure.
And looking at just the stat lines from what Bradley Chubb, here's the thing about Bradley Chubb. He's had injury concerns, unfortunately. But the one thing about Bradley Chubb, he shows consistent pressure. Now, the stat line might not always show it, but you just look at the pressures. Right. You just look at the pressures that he is generating this year. He ranks number 3 in edge rushers in the league. It's like the stats and the team now is going to excel to that next level, because we're going to see more stunts and we're going to see more organic pressures. Last year, the first half, we were miserable, right? For various reasons, but the defense was miserable. And then they really picked it up in the second half. Now, competition had something to do with that, but I just feel like the flow of that defensive line, it's finally because you got Bradley Chubb on an island there on the right side, left side, whatever side you put him on, he's going to organically generate that pass rush, and then you can do a lot of stunts with Jalen Phillips and Ogba, and all of a sudden defenses, all lines are going to be really confused, right? Yeah. And our DBs are going to have more time, and our DBs have had their, it's been rough for them the whole year, because they've been missing a step. Like, there's a lot of young guys, a lot of injuries.
We haven't been getting home enough, and it's allowed them to get the offenses to get the ball out quickly. So, because what you want to do, right, is you want to get that pressure, and you want to force them to either hold the ball and make a mistake, or just try and get it out quick and make a mistake, because the pass rush bearing down. And I know we're talking about Ogba or whoever might be gone this offseason, but think about it for now, guys. We have Ogba, AVG, Melvin Ingram, Jalen Phillips, and now Bradley Chubb to rush the passer for the rest of the year.
And it reminds me of that Eagles. Now, I know Eagles struggled in the Super Bowl versus the Patriots because there was a high-scoring affair. But getting to that playoff, getting to that Super Bowl, they had a D-line that they just kept on rotating people, right?
Yeah.
Long and Cox and all those guys, they just kept on rotating people left, right, and center. We have that now, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to see Jalen Phillips like catching his breath and taking reps off. I don't want to see Van Ginkel completely not doing anything. I don't want to see Emmanuel Ogbah just trying to bull rush people because he has no moves. I want to see guys bull rush, stunned, and constantly generating pressure, right? Last year, we were like tops in generating pressure throughout the entire league. Even though we had an awful start in point production, we created a lot of pressure. I just think like with the offense that we have this year that we're finally clicking on all the angles, right? And the other thing is we got to start the kickoffs now. We cannot be kicking it away, man. We've only received it one time to start the game, and we started 13-0 versus Pittsburgh Steelers, and every single time we have kicked it off, and we're getting off to very slow starts. I want to see our offense first, our defense second, because I feel like that's going to be really beneficial to us moving forward.
So Todd, welcome. What are your thoughts on them acquiring Bradley Chubb, but also admitting, hey, it's not working with Chase Edmonds, move him, and then turning around and acquiring Jeff Wilson, who knows this offense just as well as Raheem Mostert. And just like Raheem Mostert, if it wasn't for injuries, Jeff Wilson performs very well in this offense. What are your thoughts, Todd?
Well, first, Bradley Chubb is going to make Jalen Phillips' job a hell of a lot easier.
Yep, agreed.
Because you're not going to be able to shift. You're not going to be able to shift the line to Jalen Phillips every play. Number two, Jeff Wilson. This running game relies on one thing or two things actually overall: speed and vision. You have to have them both, and they both have to be equal.
Yep.
Edmonds didn't have the vision. That's why Mosert's so good in this game, is his vision to go with the speed once he gets past the first level.
And that's why Gaskin looked better when he came in too. He had better vision than Edmonds, right?
Yep, except for he just didn't have the speed that he wants to go with it for the second level.
Yeah.
That's why they're making Gaskins number 3 still. I played running back in high school. I know with this thing, vision is equal with speed. There's no 1 and 2. You have to have both equally, and that's why it's very complicated for a running back to get into it.
We got Raheem Mostert from San Francisco. He fits like a glove. Yeah. We're gonna get Jeff Wilson out. He's gonna fit like a glove. And our offense already now is clicking.
Well,
so it's not like it's the beginning of the year now.
Think about it. Remember that fourth down that Edmonds didn't get?
Yeah, because he didn't have the vision to kick it out to the left.
He didn't have the vision because of that hole.
Yeah, he didn't see the left side.
That hole. That hole was wide open.
There. Yeah, that whole left side of the field was taken in, and that was probably when they're like, "Yo, this guy doesn't have it in our offense right now."
Exactly, because you look at Moser in this running game, the cutbacks are what makes it. You got to cut back and know where your lanes are, and you've got to be able to see which one's open.
Philemon Aragon asked, do you think this move puts any fire for Byron Jones to get back on the field sooner rather than later, now that the Finns are making a push to win now? Honestly, it actually doesn't. He can, like, it has improved our defense. You know what? I still don't think if you're gonna see him, I still don't think you're gonna see him till after the bye. I have that feeling. Guys, Kareem Hunt ain't happening. All right. Jeff Wilson is the guy who they brought in. And the reason why Kareem Hunt isn't happening is because of what they gave up for Bradley Chubb.
Right.
So,
I still think Jeff Wilson is a better fit because I don't know how Kareem Hunt.
He's going to come in and just go boom.
Right.
You could just slot him in and just let it roll. We're halfway through the season. We don't got time for guys to get acclimated to this offense. Jeff Wilson can just slide in. It's actually if we all think about it, it's actually a very underrated and very smart move because they got rid of a guy and a contract in Chase Edmonds who was underperforming the money, who was making $5.5 million a year, for a guy who's making way less than that and can slot right in, and they know he's going to produce.
This
He's
is
no
not
question mark or wild
this-
card like Edmonds was. It's smart.
This is not Breida, right? This is not Breida for
Yeah.
the 5th rounder. This is totally different. Like, we didn't know how to use our running backs. Our offense was pathetic. Like, this is a total fit move. And I think Chase Edmonds, the vision that they had for Chase Edmonds, could have succeeded if the man is making the catches. This is like out of left field. They could not see all those drop passes. Those were the easiest passes. The man just, he dropped the bag, man. There's nothing you can do. You got to move on.
And how many times have you seen Edmonds bounce a run to the outside this year? He always goes right up the middle, right up the middle, and that's because that's his running style. That's what he's always done wherever he goes. It's the inside zone and the power game. He is not set for an outside zone scheme at all. He's never had to do it. That's why he always misses every hole that is presented for him.
They had a meme right now, and the meme says, the NFL, fuck them picks.
Dude, the Rams are setting a trend. Let's all not deny it, right?
Yeah. I mean, all it takes is another team not to win the Super Bowl that's sacrificed all their picks, and before you know it, everyone... Because next year's draft is going to be a weak one. Like, it's quarterback heavy, but it's not going to be heavy on talent, right?
Hey, you called it, Reason. You were the only person I heard on the platform saying about this first-round pick, the 49ers.
Hey, is Chubb going to be available at 25 or later in that draft? No. Bradley Chubb, there won't be a player equal at 25 or later.
Exactly. 711 you in the room. Smash that like button. Todd nailed it. There's not going to be a player of his caliber. And Josh Allen, you better be worried right now for when we come to Buffalo, because we got a guy.
I know, but what's
what altitude he comes for that ass, baby.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. I gotta bounce, man. Great show, Reason. I'll be waiting for it tonight, bro.
Hey,
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Hands up, guys.
What a
good day, bro.
Hey,
Go
Thank
ahead,
you.
Robert, because you just
So
arrived.
we got Wilson.
Is that
and
Robert
Chubb.
Trainer?
Robert Trainer. Who the hell is Robert Trainer?
What? No, go ahead,
Oh,
Rob.
Robert.
Let's hear.
Different Robert.
Let's hear your thoughts about
So we got Chubb and Williams. Is that right?
we got Chubb and we got Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson.
Yeah.
That's good, man. So that adds a ton of depth to our defensive end, which I'm excited to see.
And talent.
Yeah.
I was about to say, that's more than depth. That's a starting end.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it moves Ogba, who we considered a starter beforehand, backup, right?
Yeah.
Reason, how
So-
much do you think the contract is going to be?
I think they're gonna have to pay him around $20 million a year.
But like what? Like how much guarantees do you think it's going to be?
I don't know. I don't know.
You know
Well,
what
you
it
guys-
does?
I'll be right back. You guys hold it for me. I'll be right back. Okay.
Gotcha.
Hey, you know what it does? It allows you to move Ogba inside on pass downs. Move Phillips, who's rushed from the inside on pass downs. You're not leaving any holes for the quarterback to run up in.
I agree,
Yeah.
Todd. It's a brilliant move.
The entire
We need
year when we couldn't get off the field, it's because our edge rushers would get tired because we didn't have enough depth. Now you have enough depth
No,
that
you
you
know
can
what it
play
is?
Ogba.
You know what it is? It's Jalen Phillips dealing with double teams and wearing a backpack for the other team. Looking like a backpack because he's being held by one of them all game long.
No, there's a lot of holding. There's a lot of holding. Like,
But I'm saying, he's being double teamed and held. Now you're going to have one-on-one.
Jalen was held. Remember that play action that Javon Holland got beat and the guy caught it like 50 yards in the air and near the end zone?
From the back, it looked like Jalen Phillips was wearing a Detroit Lions jersey.
By Penei Sewell, like Sewell just was grabbing onto him, and it's like, where's the flag, bro? Like the previous 2 weeks ago with Minnesota, they were calling everything against us, and it's like we haven't caught a break yet where we're getting calls on our defense.
I
right?
agree, but
We're getting against our
listen
defense.
to this.
Like,
Now, just imagine 3rd and long against the Miami Dolphins defense right now.
oh, now you can
Okay.
actually rush for.
Now
You don't have to
you can
blitz
give them a zero blitz look, but you've got all your pass rushers out there. So now you back off. I mean,
And
holy
Chubb can
crap.
cover. Chubb can cover. Chubb can drop back. Like he's not just a a rusher.
Yeah, they're not.
He's a coverage
He's not
guy
bad
too.
at all, is he?
Yeah. No. He's
We're
he's,
I mean, we have
he's a
Van
Swiss
Ginkel.
Army, right?
We have Van Ginkel that can drop back. We've got what's his name? Ingram that can drop back. I mean, we've got several guys. Even Wilkins has dropped back and had a pick before. I mean, these guys are really good pass rushers.
So what ends up happening is when we have a long drive defensively, right? When we get to the red zone, our edge rushers, they're depleted, right? So all of a sudden we give we give up a stupid play because we have to compensate for the pressure. So we have to send more guys at the line because our edge rushers just can't generate organic pressure. Well, now you have more depth. So Emmanuel Agba can take off plays and come in at the red zone opportunities and bull rush the O-line and create like you have so much flexibility now that you know what, like again, man, the first half of the season, it is what it is. We got blindsided with that Tua injury, and at the same time it took the defense a little while to get comfortable because the secondary had so many injuries and new guys, they got injured. Yep. New coach, new philosophy, new everything. But the talent is there. The talent is undeniable. Like things will come together. The whole regular season is just to get you ready for January. That's all it is.
Absolutely. And talk about pass rushing depth. Holy crap.
I mean, that's how if you want to make a run in the playoffs, you have a good quarterback and a good D-line. And you're going to forget about like the running game and everything else. Obviously, everybody needs them. But the difference is a good D-line and a great quarterback. Watch what the Patriots did for so long.
We're missing one thing. We also unloaded freaking Chase Edmonds. That is a huge thing.
Chase dead hands.
Yeah, I mean, how many key drops and how many key fourth downs and he cost us games. Cost us Cincinnati. He cost us in all the games that he was stinking up the joint, whether it was the Jets, whether it was Cincinnati. We lost those games.
Yeah, it's huge.
I agree. We unloaded a pretty decent contract, too. A guy was underperforming and did not fit well into the outside run zone, and replaced him with somebody who will fit in seamlessly, who will be our second punch behind Mostert.
And we still have a second and third next year, at least?
Oh, yeah, 2/3.
This is win-win-win, guys. This is exactly what I was hoping they would do.
We have enough picks next year to get guys that we need, that there's going to be depth like running backs, right, and whatnot, because it's a bad draft. When you look at this draft, it doesn't have a lot of talent, so we're not missing out.
Hey, bro, hey, Oos. It's like 8:36 here. I got 8:36 in the morning. I got to go get some things done and.
I'll go do your thing, man.
Have a good day.
Go enjoy, bro.
Yeah. All right.
That's freaking.
Take it easy.
That's a hell of a day.
Guys, I wanted to show y'all. Did you see what Emmanuel Ocho said on Twitter? Watch this.
Oh yeah, for the
trade.
For the trade. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, watch this. You guys can hear this, right?
Yes. The Dolphins, they are making every move they have to make.
Yeah.
And try to control. The first thing, Bradley Chubb, you need a pass rusher. You need to be able to rush Patrick Mahomes and rush Josh Allen with just 4 men. If you have to blitz somebody, that is a different defender that you can't use to cover Stephon Diggs, that you can't use to cover Travis Kelce. Yes, check. Then Jeff Wilson. They needed another running back. Raheem Mostert is a burner, a Big Ten 60-meter champion in college, indoors on the track. He's a burner, the Dolphins' current running back. But Jeff Wilson is a dude. He only had 4 carries for the Niners last week because Christian McCaffrey's there now. Christian McCaffrey had 18 carries. But you have Mostert. You have Jeff Wilson. Now you have a running back tandem. Remember when the Niners went to the Super Bowl 2019, they had 3 different runners with over 500 yards, 2 receivers with over 700 yards. The Miami Dolphins are that on steroids. You're going to have 2 receivers with over 1,300 yards in Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Now you have a plethora of running backs as well to distribute the ball to. Dolphins are doing everything right. They are literally doing everything right. Bradley Chubb, now you have your pass rusher that you need. Jeff Wilson, now you have your running back tandem that you need. I could not be more excited for the Miami Dolphins. It's about to go crazy.
Wow.
I mean, is he wrong?
No, he's 100% right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Look at the weather. Look at the weather. The Chicago game is going to have good weather. Okay, it's like 18 degrees and it's going to be sunny. We got home games back-to-back weeks. Then we got San Francisco. Then we got LA. So 5 weeks, dude. There's no elements to stop this offense from like having its games, because the elements will stop you. If it's a typhoon, if it's snow, it is what it is. This matters.
It's windy in the Chicago game. 800 of you in the room. It's now official, guys. It's on the Dolphins Twitter. We have agreed to terms on a trade with the Denver Broncos for Pro Bowl linebacker Bradley Chubb and a 2025 fifth-round pick in exchange for running back Chase Edmonds, a 2023 first, and a 2024 fourth, pending physicals.
Awesome.
I'm on cloud 9.
And I'm going to tell you, they're not spending all that just to let him walk in the offseason. They are going to extend this man.
Well, Armstead, I think they got a good deal with Armstead.
They did. A very good deal.
So I think we could see the similar type of deal, because he had injury concerns as well, right? Like Bradley Chubb. So maybe we get lucky too, and it's
a little bit.
He's probably going to want more than Ogba, and we all know how much Ogba's making.
For sure.
It's going to be around $20 million a year for sure.
As long as it's less than, as long as it's around 50 guaranteed, that means we have him for 3 years. And that's good, because he'll be by 29 years old by then. And that's okay. Those are the prime years.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about money, guys. Greer and his team, they're experts at that. They know how to do these contracts.
I want y'all to look at this, though. I want to put things into perspective, guys. All right? Do you realize what this is all a part of?
No.
Shout out to Logan. No, I'm going to show you. All right, check this out. This might surprise you. This is all the Trey Lance trade.
Oh, yeah.
Look at what we've got.
That's right.
From Trey Lance. We've gotten Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, and Bradley Chubb basically from this. That trade.
It's a Laramie Tunsil trade, right?
Yeah, it's Laramie Tunsil all over again, right? How much you think it would be to get Greedy? I think a 5th round pick could have Greedy Williams, man. I don't think it's going to be expensive, because he's been benched. He wants out. They want to get rid of him. I wouldn't think it'd be more than a 4th or a 5th for Greedy.
Would you want to
run out of time?
I mean, is he playing well enough?
Greedy's benched right now.
Who's Greedy again? Because
Greedy Williams, the corner for the Cleveland Browns from LSU.
Oh, right.
Came out the year before Tua, I think.
Right. Yes.
I don't even know if I'd do that.
Pyro, thoughts? Where you at, bro? Are you in that hole? Did you get news in the hole? Do you have reception in the hole?
Listen, man, we getting great reception in the hole right now, man.
You stay in that hole, Pyro. Good things happen when you're in that hole.
Maybe we still get Najee, Pyro.
I'm going to let Pyro talk. I'm out, guys. Fins up.
Fins up.
Take it easy, brother.
Man. Hey, Pete, fins up, man. But I would like to have Najee, but I don't think it's going to happen. But it's not going to happen. But I think getting Bradley Chubb, man, what a steal, man. Because first of all, our pass rush was not getting to home. Ogba is regressing. It look like he's regressing. Trey Flowers is non-existent. And Ingram, he is some flashes here and there, but we need consistency, especially when our safety is banged up as it is. I would love to get Greedy Williams. I think he's not giving the free. I think right now he needs a change of scenery, and I think that I don't know pretty much a lot about their defensive backs coach, but I think Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain, I think they you probably will unlock something.
I mean,
we got elite talents now all over, and you can tell when you have elite talent in a position, right? There's consistency there, and you can rely on them in key situations again and again and again, like clockwork. And to have that in the pass rush, wide receivers, quarterback, right? This is the third downs and long. When you look at the Lions game, Tua, I don't know how many third downs he converted that he needed to convert, or else one short third down would have cost us the game because of the hole that we got in, right? Like, we have elite talent, and I think it's this coaching staff.
That. RD, you elite talent. Would you say we have a lot of star players on this team right now?
No, that's we have star power that we haven't had
Don't you
both
remember?
sides of the team.
Remember Flores
Right.
didn't believe in star players, remember?
No, that's the thing. It's a total shift.
I'm just saying. He didn't believe in star players, and now this team is literally full of stars. And that's why I don't think he would have made the move for Bradley Chubb.
Dude, we never would have had Tua. Like, Tua had the worst game of his life versus the Tennessee Titans. He wins that game, it's over. Like, his career is over if he wins that game. Because what's going to happen the following year? We make the playoffs. You can't fire Brian Flores. What's going to happen? It's over. Like, that was the greatest loss in Dolphins history. And when you look at it, when you look at how Tua fumbled that ball off his hand, I mean, all I'm saying is if we have success in the playoffs and we look into that game 5-10 years from now, we're gonna talk about like the Tennessee, and it had to happen versus Ryan Tannehill too. It's like crazy.
Obviously. Look at Tyreek. This was Tyreek. He was live on Twitch when we made the trade. Here's Tyreek Hill's reaction to the trade.
That is so sick.
Oh, Twitter refresh faster than mine though.
Ooh, I see it. Someone made an acquisition.
He's doing the Birdman hand rub.
Let's fucking go, man.
I love Tyreek, dude.
Look how excited he is. Good. And it's a defensive player.
This guy's playing Fortnite.
Welcome to Miami, Mr. Chubb.
Oh, bro. I got to tell y'all, pardon my language.
I
got a chub. I got a chub thanks to the Dolphins bringing in Bradley, baby. Let's go. Huge.
You saw how excited he was. You saw how excited he was for a defensive player, right? Like, because he knows the Achilles heel that we have right now. Like, that offense is ready to go.
Yeah.
So it was like and you look at Greer and you look at McDaniels, they're on the same page. Like, I can assure you, when that thing was being tabled, the acquisition, McDaniels like, yeah, get it done. Yeah, do it. And it would have been Flores. It would have been like, no. What? No. Dude, no. Give everything for Deshaun Watson, but don't even think about.
Can I say this? The excuses are really running out for Josh Boyer now. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I honestly, like, bro, our defense has performed the way it's performed in certain games already to this point. This defense might just be downright scary this week. And I mean, holy crap. I just, man, talk about active at the trade deadline. You got to give Chris Greer his freaking flowers at upgrading this roster the way he has, man. I mean, it's very rare you can add an elite stud Pro Bowl pass rusher at the age of 26. It's really rare.
Question.
Go ahead.
Top three, right? Like, how are you going to do that?
My question for you, is it going to take him a little bit to get acclimated to the defense, since what we run isn't similar to what's ran in other places for the most part?
It won't be, because remember, he was under Fangio.
Okay.
He was under Vic Fangio. And remember, we were trying to bring Vic Fangio in to run this 3-4 hybrid defense.
Not only that, he has the skill set to drop back. He has the skill set to just be on an island. He can do anything. Like, you look at his pre-draft analysis. This guy, everyone was shocked how this man dropped to number 5. Some people had him go number 1.
Do you remember Tua's rookie season when we played them?
Yeah, he was the one that broke us.
Well, check it. Okay, so you know how I do my preview shows on Friday, right?
Right.
I'll never forget this as long as it was like some guy, Salvador, it was a Spanish name. Right. And he asked me, you can go back and watch in the opening thoughts. He asked me, what worries you the most about this game? And you know what I told him? Bradley Chubb versus Austin Jackson. That worries the hell out of me. And what did Bradley Chubb do to us that game? He destroyed Austin Jackson. He annihilated him. He just kept going across his face, getting in the backfield. Chubb was relentless that game. If Dolphin fans remember, you saw, and what did I say after that game? I said, it looked like Bradley Chubb put on Austin Jackson's college film and said, oh, this is how you beat him. And if that's the case, bro, high football IQ and the research and effort into that. I'm just saying, Bradley Chubb looks like the type of player, when he watches film, he applies it to the field. He's a high IQ football player. People got to realize, everyone's saying, okay, Jalen Phillips, he's got 32 pressures, 7th most in the NFL right now amongst edge players. You know what I mean? He's only got, 8 or 7 edge rushers have more run stops than him right now. Jalen Phillips, but everyone's saying Jalen Phillips don't get home, and people are saying, well, he needs to be more violent, whatever the case. Bradley Chubb has a full arsenal to get home. This guy has all the pass rushes down. Bradley Chubb is what we all want Ogba to be, basically.
Bradley Chubb, the first 5 weeks, he was like defensive player of the year, the way he was playing. And for some reason, because of how horrific that offense is, it drains that defense. It drains other people because you are relying on them too much. And I think he's gonna fit like a glove, dude. I can't wait for the Bears game, because I feel like their O-line is not like, they have a great run game. So I feel like Landon Roberts is gonna need to show up. And our run defense has been decent this year, just because people have been throwing it on us a lot. But we've held our own run defense wise. We were averaging like 80 yards a game, which is like, it's pretty decent. But we're going to be tested, and I think Bradley Chubb, I think he should play. I don't know if he's going to play this week, but I think he should play. I mean,
let me ask you guys, if you can go back to that Trey Lance, and they said we'll give you you give us the 3rd round pick,
right?
And that would turn into Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, and Bradley Chubb. What would you say back then?
All day.
You'd lose your mind. What's going on,
Trey
Rhino?
Lance.
Blowing the loads.
I had no idea that you were live when I called you, bro. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
We also got a 3rd rounder. Who did that 3rd rounder turn out to? Well, Channing Tindall, right? But he hasn't played yet. But we'll see. We'll see, right? We'll see.
It's Larry Tons. This guy keeps winning trades. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What's going on, Rhino? What's on your mind, buddy?
It's ridiculous, bro. They're coming for it, bro. They I told you, I really feel we're gonna win a title this year now. It's like they're covering every fucking spot.
Yeah. So what's the narrative gonna be next week?
TD was wrong. That's all.
Logan, man. You've been up here. What are your thoughts, brother?
Mine? Oh yeah, I was waiting on the queue.
Go ahead,
bro. We gave up probably like a 25th pick, maybe. At the lowest.
Are you going to get a better player at that pick? You know what I mean?
You're not. And to see this team go all in, oh my god, it's fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. And then they're also, I think they're setting up for their future with this dude, because you got Xavier Howard. He's getting a little bit older, right? He's on the back end of his career. And I think they're trying to make it where if something bad happens to our defensive backs, which clearly they have, I mean, they want a more organic pass rush to like offset that weakness. So I think they're just setting it up, because you got Byron Jones, who's probably not going to be here. Xavier Howard getting older. So I just think it's a brilliant move, to be honest. And if they can get something for Baker, this offseason, get rid of his bad contract, I don't know. I think.
Do you know right now, after this trade, the Miami Dolphins are one of only 2 teams in the NFL, the other being Philly, that have 2 players in the top 10 in ESPN's pass rush win rate stat. Wow. Phillips is 9th and Chubb is 3rd.
That's good.
What are Phillies too?
But remember, when you combine them both, you're gonna get like a Waddle and Hill effect, because it's compounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like individually, it's not like basketball where they take away from each other the stat line. When you have 2 great edge rushers, they add to each other, because now the running back has to pick a side, right? Because 5 guys, if you rush 5 guys, if they don't have at least 6-man blocking, tight end, running back.
Think of it this way. Like I was listening to Larry today, right? He made a really good point. There was a play where Xavier was really close to the receiver, and he was like millimeters from, blocking the ball, knocking the ball down. Just imagine if we had pressure. Okay, I think Larry made a great point. If there was a pressure in that play, X either knocks the ball down, it's not a big play, or he intercepts it. That's the kind of things that little tiny things like this move is going to bring to the team that changes games. Because if you knock that ball down or intercept it on the first drive of the Lions, it changes the entire complexion of that game. So this is
also Javon Holland doesn't have to play so deep now because he's not afraid because the pressure is going to get there. So now he can cheat a little more, and it compounds, right? And then the offense, is able to. So it's a domino effect. I just hope we start throwing the ball first. We don't kick off first, right? I hope we receive first.
Did you guys see Jeff Wilson against Carolina this year?
Yeah,
no,
133
or something like that.
I think I had 120 yards on 17 carries against Carolina this year.
And Carolina has a good D line. They'll get
that's
better than Mostert.
Their front seven, no. But he's the perfect complementary piece to Mostert.
Yeah.
What was Jeff Wilson on the depth chart last year? Wasn't he like really far down it?
Didn't he get hurt last year?
I thought he
gets hurt every year. He misses games every year. Watch 2021. Yeah, 2021 he only played 6 games last year.
Okay.
He didn't come back till November 15th last year. He was out.
But they use their running backs constantly over there for a lot of things, right?
Yeah,
it's run blocking, is short yardage. They're doing so much. Their wide receivers don't do shit. So it's
you guys think Byron comes back? You guys think Byron comes back sooner?
I still think it's going to be after the trade deadline.
I'll be surprised.
You mean after the bye week?
After
the bye week, right?
If he comes back, it'll be after the bye week. Sorry, after the bye week. Yeah, month of the trade deadline. The bye week. I apologize.
I think Crossen is playing pretty good as far as he's an outside boundary. Kudu, he can easily play the slot, but I think Crossen is really good at and he plays special teams too. It is what it is, man. We just have to play as a team. I think the D-line was the biggest question mark, and it's going to help everybody out now because the pressures will just run better. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't see that TJ Hawkinson got traded to the Vikings today too.
Oh yeah, that
was
first. That kicked the trade deadline today.
That was the most shocking move.
It didn't cost much. A second and a
Buffalo
third.
Bills just got
2 years.
Naheem Hines.
Hines? Oh, I thought you got Hunt. It's okay.
The Bills got Hines?
Yeah,
that's okay.
Keep that. Jeff Wilson's better than Hines.
But they don't have a running pedigree over there. It's they just don't commit to the run.
From the Colts. He used to be on the Colts.
Did you all see that Calvin Ridley went to the Jaguars? That was crazy too.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
The Jag fired their OC too.
I don't think
the Colts fired their OC.
Oh, Chubb interview as he's leaving the Broncos? Gotta see that.
So far, the first 3 picks of the 2021 draft.
It's in private chat.
Oh, okay.
It's vanilla. It's still a little vanilla.
Reason, what do you think of the first 3 picks of the 2021 draft? So far, it doesn't look good, eh?
No. What, this year? Are you talking about this year?
No, 2021. The 3 quarterbacks.
Oh, we're talking about the quarterbacks. Well, remember I wasn't a huge Trevor Lawrence fan coming out.
He looked good in shorts.
I honestly, you know what's crazy? I think Justin Fields is gonna end up being the best of the bunch.
Oh yeah. The last 2 games just proved
this week. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh, you're going this week?
I'm going this week. I'm so excited.
Nice. We are 2 minutes away from the trade deadline being up, so we're gonna stick with y'all till the end of the trade deadline here.
I mean, I'm super happy. I just don't know what else to expect because
I'm just gonna
expecting all that.
I'm gonna sit here, and I know. Did anyone sign William Jackson III when he got released today?
I think
he got traded.
I think it was the Steelers.
He got traded.
He got traded to the Steelers.
Oh, they ended up trading him?
Yeah.
They ended up swapping
I saw Fowler said they were expected to release him today.
It was after that.
I didn't see a compensation.
Gotcha.
I didn't see a compensation, but I can check.
They ended up swapping.
Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, you're right. The Steelers and Commanders are expected to swap late round future picks in a trade for William Jackson III.
Ian Rappaport just 25 minutes ago said it's a 7th or a deal for William Jackson III involves a conditional 6th in 2025 and being swapped for a conditional 7th in 2025.
You know what? Can I tell you why the Bills are idiots? I would have ponied it up because of Jerry Jones's comments about Zeke. I would have ponied it up for Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard.
Dude, Tony Pollard is going to be a free agent next year.
I'd go get him. Remember last offseason when the rumors were swirling about X and we didn't have a running back, and I said, go get a first in Tony Pollard for X, and people were like, oh, who's Tony Pollard? So screw Tony Pollard. La 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 la. And Tony Pollard's like turned into a stud now.
Did he go for like 133 this week or something like that?
Dude, the guy's ridiculous. And Jerry Jones doubled down on Zeke.
I saw that too.
They could easily trade. They could easily keep Rush and Pollard and get rid of those massive contracts.
Guys, there's 805 of you in the room. Please smash that like button and subscribe right now, guys. Appreciate all y'all. Let's go through some final thoughts here before we get out of here, as the trade deadline has now officially passed. Because I got to get back to chopping up the film for tonight. I still got some stuff to do because we'll be live. Me and Ballgame and Martin will be live at 8:30 p.m. tonight to break down every single drop back of Tua Tagovailoa. So be on the lookout for that. RD, let's start with you. Final thoughts, buddy.
I'm just excited to see star power. Every drawback that Tua has and all those wide receivers, and now the D line just getting after the quarterbacks. It as long as schematically the coaching staff doesn't overplay their hand, right, and just believes in their guys and doesn't have to overcommit, I think it's gonna be special. And week after week, it's we've been waiting a long time for this, and it's just enjoy it. Don't think too much about the contract or the future. Right now, the next 2.5 months of the regular season, let's enjoy every minute of it, bro.
And Russ, you make a good point because Chubb's one of the reasons why they moved on from Von Miller. Robert, your final thoughts, brother.
Super happy, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, super happy, super excited, and the team believes. So
we should believe.
Dude, I'm good right now. I'm happy where I'm sitting. Things are looking good. People are looking healthy, and we're only getting healthier.
Love it.
By the way, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to tell you real quick. We also just picked up Jeff Wilson Jr. If you guys didn't know.
Yeah. Oh no, we talked about that. It's in the.
I just got off of work, fellas. I'm just getting all this information flooded into me right now. So
you're like me an hour ago.
We'll give you final thoughts here, and then we'll talk backstage.
Okay.
Where am I at right now? Now I'm at Logan. Logan, go ahead, buddy.
Well, I'm just excited about Chase Edmonds not ruining our drives as I am about the trade. That's where I'm at.
There you go. Let's go.
That is where I'm at right now. I mean, I'm being 100.
Might be the best thing all
day.
day.
We got Jeff Wilson, plug and play player. I think he's going to work out.
A pass rush and extended drives? What a win.
Yeah, I know, right? I can't.
We improved our third down efficiency by 10%. I love it.
For real.
By trading for a pass rush.
I mean, that's where I'm at, so fins up.
Pyro, your final thoughts. That's hilarious.
All I gotta say is we should have got Josh Allen.
Brian, this guy, are you fucking serious right now with me, Pyro? Jeff Wilson's a stud. He put up 120 yards against Carolina a couple weeks ago. He's been awesome in San Fran as a complimentary piece. He's the perfect running back to complement Raheem Mostert. Anyways, Pyro, continue with your nonsense take.
But all seriousness, I'm happy, man. We finally get some depth at that position, especially when it's not producing in the way we hope. But I'm just happy that we're finally being aggressive.
Get the public sub out of your mouth, eh?
I was gonna say, man.
Get the chicken tendies out of your mouth and let's hear what you got to say.
Don't go bash from public subs. Those things are delicious.
I didn't. I told him to get it out of his mouth so I could hear what he's saying.
Hey man,
my bad.
It's delicious, but I just think that we need to focus on right now getting some kind of depth at the secondary. That's all I want to know. Finish up.
I think they think because the guys are getting healthy.
Yeah, I figured that, but it wouldn't help to get somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Rhino, your final thoughts, buddy.
Yeah, man, we're making the moves we need to make. We're coming out of a lot of injuries on the defensive side. Like you said, we're getting healthy. It's looking good. It's looking really good. You know, I really think they have a real potential to win a title this year, because when you make it into the playoffs and you have the team humming on the offense the way we're going to have it humming, how the hell are you going to stop this offense, bro? I don't care if the other team scores 42. We're scoring 49. That's just how I feel about it. And we have the head coach and the mentality. Owners obviously behind this guy. I mean, it's nice to see them all.
No, the owner is trying to cheat. I mean, trying to lose. Remember?
It's all kind of nice to see them all moving in the same step. I like it, and just enjoy it. Just all you guys didn't experience the Marino stuff and all the winning and all that. Just enjoy it. Believe me, it can go away really quick. Enjoy this.
John, your final thoughts, buddy.
Chris Greer only wins. He never takes a loss, and someone needs to find that gas mask and put in the Hall of Fame, man.
Let's go.
Put a statue outside the stadium.
Let's go. Russell, your final thoughts, brother.
So, since this is all fresh to me, obviously Bradley Chubb is an obvious upgrade. Got rid of Chase Edmonds, which I think was which turned out to be one of our worst free agent signing season. So we moved off of that contract, moved off of him. That's good. Glad to hear it. I don't even really care about at this point with that first round draft pick from San Fran. It's going to probably be in the high teens, low 20s, or even worse than that. So to get that level of talent with that kind of draft capital, I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled. And then we add Jeff Wilson Jr. to complement Mostert, as you were saying, literally brought the San Francisco brothers back to Miami. And man, I was hoping for Kareem Hunt, but I'm good. I'm good with that. I think we're going to be a lot more productive in the run game just by adding this kid, and it's going to make this team so much more dynamic. And the other positive real quick about Bradley Chubb is, what do you do to fix a banged up secondary that's pretty much bleeding from injuries? You generate a better pass rush. That's what you got to do, and that's what they're trying to do, and that's what they went out and got. Fins up. Let's go.
All hail Laramie Tunsil. Everyone say three.
Right.
Say 3 Hail Marys and a grace. All right,
dude.
Shout out to Laramie Tunsil. Erect the statue already. Okay. Let's go.
His right hand or his left hand. There needs to be a mask.
I don't care which it is. Just get it done, baby. All right. Oh my God. All right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna be back again at 8:30 tonight with Martin and Ball Game. We'll break down the all 22 of Tua's performance on Sunday. Not gonna want to miss that one, guys. Until tonight, man, enjoy it. The Dolphins, we're all in, baby. Fins up. All day, every day. I will see y'all later tonight with Martin and Ball Game. Enjoy it, baby. We're all in. It's a beautiful thing.